I gotta talk to you because my mental state is not good. It's worse than ever, and I'm not getting in front of the camera because honestly, I've been crying for the past hour. I just don't want you all to see me. So, uh, uh, the third time since I moved here, the construction again. And one of my viewers asked, "Why are you going through this so much?" Well, the reason why is because when I moved here, and I did not know that. Obviously, was I informed? No. I moved into a more newer apartment, a more recently renovated apartment. But a lot of the other apartments in the building where I live are old, and so as people have moved out, when they move out, before they can move another tenant in, they have to renovate it because it needs to be updated. And every time it is an ordeal. It first was an apartment in the rear below me, the rear of the building, and then the super, where the super lived in his apartment. The super unfortunately had a stroke and he couldn't climb the stairs anymore, and they had to move out of the apartment that was next to me. And then they started banging on that one and working on that one. Because every time somebody moves out, the walls, everything has to be gutted. It's a very loud process, and then they got to use this drill, to, I don't know what, they have to redo the windows, and sometimes they have to put a hole in the wall for them to put a range hood in, because when the kitchens are redone, they have to have a range hood that can vent to the outside. And so his apartment was old, and he had lived there for a long time, and then just recently, the person that lived below me moved out, and that apartment is now being renovated. So as they finish up with the one next to me, now they started to gut the one down below me, and drill. And they start 8, 9 in the morning. Look, I can't blame anyone here. I can't blame anyone. There's no one to blame. Obviously, they have to modernize when they move out. It's just a shame that they couldn't all be done at once, but it's a crappy situation. But here's the thing that makes it even more crappy, all right? And this is why I'm at my close to my breaking point with it, is because things still haven't reopened. The malls still have not reopened. There's a lot that hasn't reopened. So, I mean, do you think I'd want to go out in the heat and deal with that? Thank God at least I can sit inside a restaurant and but I feel bad for people in the city who can. In New Jersey, putting it off indefinitely with Phil Murphy. I made another video, and that video you're not going to see any. I got so upset when I get wrapped up in these things, and I was crying before I made this video because I just had to. It's just such hard dealing with all these things. It's the hardest 3 months of my life. And on top of it, they say stay home. I wish I could. I would stay home a lot more if I had a better, if I had a house out east, especially out in Ridge or in the Pine Barrens, I probably wouldn't be going out nearly as much. I wouldn't be eating out as much, I'll tell you that. But in here, there's no view. I got to deal with the noise all day. And even with the 10,000 BTU AC, cooking dinner on a hot day, it gets hot in here. Because it's just the way it's laid out. My window faces an alley, and that's just the way it is. It just gets really hot, so I have no choice. But I do like going out, but it's very hard what's happening here. I don't know what to say anymore. I really don't. It's upsetting how people just don't realize. I mean, I'm somebody who doesn't. I think we're adults here, and I just don't think people should be treated like they're in kindergarten with closing all these businesses down. Like the malls. At least New Jersey did reopen their malls, but closing all the restaurant dining rooms, closing this, closing that. For instance, and it's not just the Democrats. All right, DeSantis closed the movie theaters today, but he still refuses to have executive order people wear a mask, and this is what upsets me the most. And I know Governor Cuomo is saying it's important to wear a mask. The MTA says it's important to wear a mask. But yet I don't see any enforcement at the MTA. I see no enforcement whatsoever. I know how many times I've been on the train, and now other people are noticing too, that people aren't wearing masks. There's some people that aren't wearing masks on the train, and the conductors don't do anything about it. They're putting everybody's health at risk. And Governor Cuomo, if you're so serious about stopping the spread of this virus, then you need to come down on these people who don't want to wear the masks and refuse to distance. Instead of just punishing everybody in New York City, like, by not letting New York City go to phase 3. Why can't you just go after the people who don't wear the masks? I don't understand it. I really don't. But I guess that's the plan. I guess, I can't even think about the politics of this. I can't even think about. Some people say, "Oh, this is a power grab. This is the end of the United." I can't even think about it. All right. I hate politics. I hate talking about politics. I don't love talking about politics. I'd rather be showing you weather videos in the and being in the pines. All right, but it's very hard on me emotionally dealing with all these things, and it is, a lot of people blame the president for a lot of stuff, but it is the governor who's done a lot of these horrible things to us, all right? These horrible restrictions that have gone on for too long. It is the governor who has ruined the MTA by forcing out Andy Byford and out of NYC Transit when Andy Byford should have been the chairman, and putting in Pat Foy, who's terrible, as we all know. It is the governor who hasn't done a thing about removing Bill de Blasio while crime in the city goes way up. And it is the governor that has, again, done a lot of bad things. He's let a lot of bad things happen in the state, especially in his third term. But look, again, I'm getting political. I'm sorry. We all look for somebody to blame when we're in a crappy situation, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I just figured I'd let you know what's going on. It's very hard dealing with all the noise, and but and the weather's hot out there, and Phil Murphy won't even let people eat inside. I mean, and I understand about, trying to prevent the spread of the virus. Why can't they put bars and restaurants in the same category. Why can't bars stay closed but restaurants open? It seems like the bars are the problem, so just have the bars closed. I don't understand why the restaurants can't open with 50% capacity and the bars stay closed. I don't understand it. You say it's safer to eat outside to deal with the heat stroke, deal with getting heat stroke, and deal with thunderstorms, which can come out all of a sudden, like in New York City today. There may have been people sitting outdoors, and then there's thunder and lightning. People are sitting under tents; they could get struck by lightning. They're this. It just doesn't seem like it's about people's health as much as it's about control. I'm not saying throw caution to the wind. Those southern states, they're paying the price now because they never took it that seriously. They still don't want to take it seriously about wearing the mask, which is horrible. Wear the damn mask, people. All right. I'm going to start. I think we need to start calling out people who don't wear the mask. If you can't be more than 6 feet away from somebody, you got to wear the mask, especially indoors. But anyway, that's going to be it for this video. Just figured I'd let you know what I'm going through with the construction, and why that video that I put up ranting about. This is exactly why I got it. I can't. I got too upset from it. I can't. I gotta just. We got enough going on. Take care, everybody. Thank you for watching.